Tomorrow will be the 12th meeting between Ohio State and Oregon. The Buckeyes hold a healthy 9-2 series lead. But the Ducks have won the last two contests, including earlier this season. With more on the college football playoff quarterfinal, we welcome back Mark Coons from Los Angeles.
Well, we are in Granddad's Lounge, fitting as we prepare for the granddaddy of them all. As I'm joined by Dave Briggs from the Toledo Blade. And Dave, as we look back on the first meeting between Ohio State and Oregon, obviously a lot of people remember the way the game ended, the offensive pass interference, Will Howard sliding before time expired, but time had expired. But maybe the reason why Oregon won that game was because of what the Oregon's offensive plays could do, the X plays, the explosive plays, and that could be the X factor in Wednesday's game.
Right, yeah, Ohio State's done a good job of kind of tamping those down all year, but that was the one game where their passing game kind of caught them by surprise a little bit. Just, I think Dylan Gabriel, Oregon quarterback, on 4 20-plus yard pass attempts, 4 for 4, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns on that. And I mean, I think Denzel Burke is probably still smoldering for how badly he was torched in that game. So, but Ohio State has made they've been vague about what they've done to kind of recalibrate the defense. Some of it's a mental mindset, obviously some of it's schematic, but I would be surprised if they would leave, for one, Denzel Burke on that same island, and also if they are not significantly improved this time around.
The win over Tennessee was the first time Ohio State had scored 21 points in the first quarter since the game against Western Michigan way back in September. It was the first time they scored on the opening drive of the game since that game against Oregon. We saw them play with emotion, play with an edge against Tennessee, but Ryan Day was quick to point out that execution fuels emotion.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, first quarter, I think the 3 previous games, including the Michigan game, the Northwestern game, Indiana game, had 3 first quarter points total in those 3 games, and then they just come out blazing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so much of it is about the confidence and the fast start, and just it kind of snowballs from there. So if Ohio State can get rolling early, I mean, that'll be a great sign.
Earlier today, Ryan Day and Dan Lanning were asked about some big picture items with college football in the playoff. Understandably, they punted. I think the most common phrase is, we're just focused on this game. We're not necessarily focused on this game. We can look at some of the big picture stuff. And certainly Ohio State and Oregon, when they met 80 days ago, everybody talked about this could be a national championship type game.
Right.
Now this might be the de facto national championship. Is there an easy solution? Is there a good solution? Is there a workable solution moving forward for the playoffs so we don't have this type of a game as a quarterfinal, make this a championship game or a semifinal?
Right, and you know what Dan Lanning wanted to say, and this is the absolute. I've never seen a team get more shafted than we have.
A couple of days ago, LeBron James celebrated his birthday. The Lakers are home. They're taking on the Cavaliers tonight. LeBron, a big Ohio State fan. Interesting to see if he shows up in Pasadena on Wednesday. He's attended a couple of Ohio State games before, most notably 2016 against Michigan, the double overtime victory. He was on the field celebrating pregame. We'll see if LeBron makes an appearance in Pasadena. I want to thank Dave Briggs from the Toledo Blade for joining us as we continue to get you ready for the Ohio State-Oregon Rose Bowl in California.